Hi friends, welcome back. I have a fun craft for us to do today, and this is a springtime craft, and I thought that it would just be really nice for us to do. It's spring now, and this craft is colorful, so I'm going to show you what we need for this craft. But first, our little butterfly friends are hanging out with us still. They've gotten bigger, and they are so chunky. Look at these little guys. So they'll be hanging out with us today while we're doing our craft, and I will announce the names of the caterpillars on next Monday is when I'll tell you what the names are, because we're still looking at the voting and seeing what the majority of you chose for the names for our caterpillars. But some of them are getting anxious. They're crawling up towards the top, and they're not quite ready yet to turn into chrysalis, but they will be shortly. So I'm going to have them hang out right here, and they'll just keep us company while we're doing our craft. All right, so the first thing you're going to need to have on hand, of course, is something to cover your surface. You're going to need a tray. I just have my cookie sheet here, and I have covered it with some aluminum foil to protect my cookie sheet. So you have that. You're also going to need some shaving cream. I have just some that I picked up from the 99-cent store actually years ago, so I'm hoping that this works good. I don't think there's very much left. Hopefully we can get some out of here. Some glitter if you'd like. You're going to need something that has a hard edge on it, so I'm using a craft stick. You can use a popsicle stick. If your grown-up has an old credit card that's lying around, you can use that. Anything that has this type of a hard surface on it. So you'll need that kind of to scrape things with. You also need a toothpick, a hole punch, and some string, and some food coloring of your choice. I have a few colors in here. Probably won't use them all, but I have a few choices of food coloring, and a shape. Any kind of shape you want is fine. I chose just some egg shape that kind of look like eggs, and the paper that I'm using is sturdy. It's kind of a cardstock weight of this paper, and you do want to use some paper that is a little bit sturdy because the shaving cream has moisture in it as well as the food coloring, so your paper is going to get damp, and the thicker your paper is, that is going to alleviate the paper from folding up when it starts to dry. So I recommend a thicker paper for this craft. All right, I think that is it. Let's get started with this fun craft. So what you're going to do is shake up your shaving cream really good. And then you're going to lay down a full layer all over your cookie sheet or pan, whatever it is you're using. Put that all over the place. Oh dear. There we go. Smells like soap, and this is pretty fun. Let's get it all over the place. Yeah, I am about out of shaving cream. Hope they can squeeze enough out of here to get enough. I might need to ask my assistant to run upstairs and grab his shaving cream. Does my assistant have any shaving cream upstairs? Squirt as much as we can get out. All right, I think that is it. Well, it lasted a good 2 years for me. That is a good long time for this one to last. Here he comes. Thank you. All right, shake, 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 shake. Here we go. Oh, it's green. Does it turn white? Hopefully it turns white. Uh-oh, I think I used up yours too. Now you need shaving cream. Okay. Thank you, assistant. All right, so now let's see if we can mush this up to turn this white. Here we go. I'm gonna blend, 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 blend. This is turning into finger painting. It smells so good. I love the smell of the soapy, clean scents. It just smells really, really good. All right, here we go. I think I should pay my assistant in cookies. What do you think, guys? Give him some extra chocolate chip cookies or some brownies. That would be fun. I think he would like that. Okay, I'm gonna wipe off my hands. And now what we're gonna do is choose our food coloring that we're going to put in our foam. And I recommend just using a few shades of food coloring, like maybe 3, because if you use more than that, then the colors are just going to blend all together, and you're going to end up with one color that is kind of muddy, and it's not going to be that vibrant, unique shades of color that you are looking for with this project. So I am going to use, this is a peach color. You can always add more color, but you can't remove it. So if you start with just a few colors at first, that is a nice thing to do. It's kind of like with cooking. You can always add more salt, but you can never remove it. So I have a peachy color, and I'm going to use a green color. If I can get the lid off. I can't get the lid off of that one, so let's choose a different color. How about purple? Ooh, that sounds pretty. Just sprinkle, sprinkle, sprinkle all over the place. Here we go. And since it's springtime, I'm going to use some yellow. Sprinkle that all over. Okay, so this is what it looks like right now. And now comes the next fun part. You take your toothpick and you are going to draw through the shaving cream and the food coloring. Just draw lines, mixing the food coloring in with the shaving cream. It's kind of like icing a cake or a cupcake when you're making those pretty designs on the top. You just draw the lines through with a toothpick and then go the other direction. And you can see a nice pattern starting to show. Looks really pretty. If you want to, you can draw a couple circles through here. If you see some areas where the food coloring is heavier, you can drag your toothpick through that area and make the color blend into the shaving cream a little bit more. You don't really want to stir it up. You just want a marbled effect of the food coloring through the shaving cream. I think that looks pretty good. All right. I like that effect. So let me show you what this looks like. Our butterflies are liking it. Look, they're going up to the top and saying, yeah, looks pretty cool. So now what we're going to do is take your hole punch and punch a hole in the top of your shape, and then lay your shape gently onto the surface of your shaving cream. And then you want to gently press down so the foam kind of oozes out on the sides of the shape. Not completely down so it covers the shape, but just enough so you can tell that the underside is getting covered. Then you're going to lift it up. Oh, look how cool is that? Look at that! Is that fun or what? And I know once you get started with this craft, you're going to be making so many of these because they're so fun to do. So I'm going to set my shaving cream aside, and I'm going to show you the next step because this is not completely done yet. The next thing you're going to do is take your popsicle stick, credit card, whatever it is that you're using to scrape with, and you're going to scrape off that shaving cream. And what you are left with is just the food coloring in a marbled pattern. Is that pretty? I really, really like this craft. I think it's so pretty. And what you can do after you're done with this one is just make a few more. You can tie up some twine in your house and hang these up. Maybe you can turn it into a wreath for your front door, making them smaller, gluing them together and putting them on the front door of your, in the shape of wreath on your front door. Just get creative with it. So I hope you really like this craft. Oh, last thing though, after it dries, you want to hang it up with some string, and that's what the hole at the top for. I'm not going to put mine in yet because it's wet. You just use the string to put in there, and then you can hang it up. So there you go, guys. I hope you really liked this craft and hanging out with me in the caterpillars today. And I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.